Sir, voice is very low, sir.
It's low. Is it clear now?
Sir,
Yes,
when
better.
would we get the answer transcripts of the quiz one?
Yeah, it will be uploaded soon. Maybe today is 4. Today or tomorrow till. It will be
Okay.
uploaded soon, and I will inform to the operation team to
Okay.
upload it. So now my voice is clear
Better,
and a
better,
little
sir.
bit loud, right?
Yes, yes, better, sir. Clear.
Okay, so let me share my screen. So today's session is open session on week 5 and 6 both. You can ask your doubts regarding these weeks.
Sir, if you please touch upon the inverse function, how to find it will be helpful, sir.
Inverse function.
Yeah, actually, last session, Mr. Vicky, he has explained us.
Yeah.
But if you can continue from that.
Yeah, so let me tell you one additional tutorial. Hope you see in this. Yeah,
I have one small doubt. Do we need to go through the week 6 syllabus to do week 5 GA?
Yeah, it's necessary because in this week you will learn about the exponential, and in week 6 you will learn about logarithmic, which is inverse of exponential.
So to finish week 5 GA, we need week 6 knowledge also.
Yeah, it's needed because sometime you will use in week 6. You need to know the exponential kind of properties which you will see in
So is
week
there
5.
any
That's it.
possibility to change this date, because the CT, even they have Feb 9th as the date? Is there any possibility to change our maths?
Yeah, we want to request you, sir, because we have not yet come out of week 5 itself.
Exactly,
Yes,
sir. I
true.
mean, doing week 6 along with it is very, very very
Statistics
tedious.
also, yeah, we have to give
Yeah,
attention to
statistics
statistics.
also, to finish week 5, we should have go through the week 6 for sure. And maths is also like only. If is there any possibility to extend these dates, it's really helpful for all the students.
Yes, sir, it's a humble request, sir. Please extend the deadline.
Okay, but I will not give the surety, but yeah, I will ask because in
Please
some
consider.
courses
Please try. Please
I will
try.
ask to the operational team.
Yeah,
If
kindly
CT
consider.
is
Because if
happening,
the
that's why maybe I will ask, but I am not giving surety about that. It will
Because
be
if week 5 knowledge is sufficient to do week 5 GA, we are happy and we will finish by day after tomorrow. But week 6 knowledge also required. Na? It takes time to go through, and week 6 is having logarithm, so we need to revise many things. It takes some time.
I can understand. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not giving to surety, but yeah, I will ask to the team if
Yeah,
such
please try on
such
behalf of
courses like
us.
in CT is happening, then maybe I'm not giving to sir. Maybe I will ask only to be such things will happen in.
CT is having February 9th, week 5 date.
So yeah, let's back to our inverse function. So yeah, I want to tell you there is an additional lecture which is taken by this Srikanth, and in this video he has beautifully explained how to find the inverse. I will also tell you, but I want to tell you there is a this video is very much helpful to find the inverse.
I have gone through the video. The main problem what we are facing is finding the domain. That is a little bit tricky. That is the problem, finding the domain of f of g of x.
Yeah. That's the okay. So that's the thing. If you are know what is domain and how to find, so the best way is to do the more practice. Then you are able to be will comfort to solving some question or more question when you will do that. So yeah, anyone else? Please watch this one. Otherwise, if you have still doubt, I can tell you. He is beautifully explained.
Domain part is still a little bit confusing. If possible, if you summarize once finding the domain, that would be easy for us.
Actually, I have not watched this, but I will watch it. Because
Please watch this one. This is very much helpful, and there is 2 example have solved to how to find the inverse.
Okay.
Krishnaji, it's as same as last week Vicky explained now for us the same example.
Okay. Okay. Uh,
And
in Vicky's video, I have one doubt, sir. Can I ask?
yeah, sure.
I know the time.
Yeah, sure.
It is 1 hour 56 minutes actually.
Okay, please, if you are watching to collect the question, yeah, someone else can ask the question.
Sir, in graded 5, question 3, I'm getting a decimal. So do I enter just the whole number?
Yeah, the instruction will be given, right? What's the number if decimal is coming? The instruction
It's
surely
not
begin
given.
what the number you will put.
Sir, it's not given as numerical answer type, but I've given the answer as a whole number. Is that okay? Because
So,
I'm getting something 0.00.
so for that, I will not say anything. For it's up to you. Maybe you made mistake, I don't know. So it's up to you. Whatever you are getting, that's the thing you will put the answer in that.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can I ask one doubt, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Sir, in the lecture L 6.2 graph logarithm, sometimes in the graph the graph is twisted across, reflected across the x-axis, and sometimes it is done on the y-axis. So can you please explain when to do a reflection along x-axis and when to do a reflection along y-axis?
Which each activity or which lecture?
Logarithm lecture 6.2 graph, logarithm graph.
Okay. So it is not saying to be let me tell you, the thing is for this till this week inverse function is symmetric about this line.
No, sir, not inverse function, but a logarithm function. I'm talking
So
about
inverse,
log.
yeah, let me tell you that what's happening.
Okay.
So suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this line equation is exactly y is equal to x. So exponential graph and exponential function is very much similar to like this. They saying to be exponential e to power x, where a is greater than 0, greater than 1. For such cases, so if you take the log of if you find this inverse, suppose this is f of x, this is the function, then inverse of this function is actually log of base to the a to x, and the graph of this function is, if you see that this graph is like this, so symmetrically about y is equal to x means saying to be like this.
Excuse me.
So this is I made mistake here. It will be like this. Yeah. So this is the graph of.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
There is some noise. Could you mute everyone and
So noise is what kind of like? Let me check once from S.
Yeah, now it's gone.
Is it now clear?
Now
Yes,
clear.
yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Again, it's
So-
coming.
It still is coming.
Now, but faintly.
Okay.
Now it's gone. Okay, thanks.
So this is the graph of log x. Log base to the a. A is you can say is a common logarithm. You can say natural logarithm is saying to be e here. So you see that this is the differences. Like this is the graph of exponential, but this is the graph of logarithm, which is very much symmetric about this line. How this line is this? It's drawing here. It is, if this exponential graph is like this, so log will be the inverse. So if suppose there is a function graph of this, let's say this is the y, this line is y is equal to x. Graph of the function is, suppose this is happening maybe I'm maybe whatever the function will be, I'm just trying. So inverse, let's say this is f of x, graph of the function, this graph is the function of fx. So inverse function will be, graph of inverse function will be like this. It will be very similar, but it will be symmetric about this line. Okay. Now you said symmetric about y-axis and symmetric about x-axis. So there is a function, hope you know that even function and odd function.
Yes, sir.
For that symmetric thing is came when the function is even. So suppose this is y-axis, this is x-axis. So whatever the positive side of the graph will be, because function is even, let's say I'm saying here even, so it will be very much similar, not similar to be exactly as this side. So for the even function, it will happen to be symmetric about y-axis. And for odd axis, even function, sorry. For odd function, it will be symmetric about x-axis. So if suppose this is an odd function like this, so it will be symmetric about x-axis. So it will be like this kind of.
Symmetric about origin, no?
Ah,
This origin, sir.
Yeah, symmetric about origin. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sir.
So these are the thing, like inverse about.
And, sir, one more question I have. In lecture 6.2, there is one question: graph of function f of x is equal to minus log x plus 1 to the base 4, while there is a minus sign. So at that time it gets I'm a bit confused that when minus sign comes, or so I am getting confused that when minus sign is coming, how to handle that thing.
Yeah, actually,
Can you
suppose
help?
this is.
Can you help
Let
in?
me write that. Suppose this base is 10. This is common logarithm, and like this is happening, right? So asking for the domain of this function. So yeah, actually this is
Sir,
symmetric.
can you help us in finding the graph, means plotting the logarithm graph? That will be quite useful.
Okay.
Like if suppose a log function is given, we have to plot it when there is a minus log. Sometimes there is a log minus x. That will be helpful, sir.
Okay. So let me tell you. Let's draw this graph also. Maybe what will happen. Just 1 minute.
While drawing this, can you please compare if it is the e function, how it will be in place of log?
Okay.
Yes.
So actually log, you know that log says this should follow, like whatever the base is here, I am changing here a, let's say this is a. So log says a should be greater than 0, and whatever this part, it should also greater than 0. It should be not equal to, also it should be greater than 0, exactly greater than 0. The reason is this log is said to be the inverse of exponential, let's say a to the power x, which always give positive number. So saying to be inverse means inverse, you know that inverse function is, if suppose fx is an function, then and domain of this function is whatever. So inverse function, the domain of fx will be the range of inverse function, like that. That's the mean. Because of that, or range of this fx will be the domain of inverse function. So that's why this should be positive for the logarithm. Now the condition is saying to be this thing is positive means, let's say how to find this. So say this should happen. That's the meaning. Let me mute to all of you. Okay, muted. So this should happen. That's then it will be happen, right? I made here. Let's say this is not a here. This is a b. Then it will be b. Are you getting?
Yes,
This
sir.
should happen. Now this should happen means x square plus 3x. Now made it minus. If you want to remove minus, the sign this direction, that what's said to be. this will become less than 0. Then it will be true, right? This should less than 0. Now when this thing will happen, now make it factor. If you want to find it, let's make it factor. So it will be x and x plus 3. This should be less than 0. Now when this should be less than 0, either x less than 0 and x plus 3 greater than 0, or x greater than 0 and x plus 3 less than 0. In these two conditions, this will happen, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you can see that how I am telling it for the domain, how to find domain. So that's the process we will do to, if you want to find. So this thing will happen when this will happen, and this will happen when this will happen, and this will happen when such we got two conditions here. So let's do that. Now when x is less than 0 and x plus 3 greater than 0, where the points will be in the real line, it will happen ever till when the x is lie between 0 to -3, then this will true, right? So domain will be in between.
-2, na? -2, -3, it will become 0. Na?
It will become 0. So let's make it open, saying to be open side.
Okay.
So till here, in this range, our one condition followed. Now the second thing is, now back to be this condition, this case, x is greater than 0 but x plus 3 less than 0. It will happen ever. X is greater than 0 and x plus 3 will less than 0. It will never happen, right?
Never
Because
happen.
this will also positive. So our this case will be follow only this one. So now the domain, you can tell what will be the domain. Domain will be saying to be the open and make to open -3 to 0, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's the process. If you will do, you will slowly get that what will be the domain. Now coming to be the graph. Here we have assumed assumed to be greater than 1. For any case it will work. I did for the a greater than 1. You can assume a greater than 0. This will also will go the same work. Will do the same work. The differences between when a is greater than 1 and a is lying between in these two, the graph differences will be, when this will happen, the logarithm graph, I am saying log a to the x, a to x, the logarithm graph will be, when this will be happen, a greater than, the graph will be like this. But why this is happening? As I said, exponential, this is the inverse of exponential, and here a is also greater than 0. So the graph of exponential is very much like this. So you can see that it is symmetric about the line y is equal to x. Okay, so you can remember this graph. So, remember to be the, you know that the graph of exponential is this one. So only remember to the this graph of exponential. You can do the if you want to find the inverse graph of inverse, just do the symmetric about y-axis. So this is the graph of the case for a greater than 1, but when a is lying in between, the graph will be like this, right? Why? The reason is when a is suppose our exponential function is a to the suppose a to the power x, and a is lying between, let's say, is greater than 0 to a less than 1. So what is the graph for this exponential? It will be like this. I am making mistake something. The graph will be like this, right? Just 1 minute, let me yeah, it will be, graph will be like this. Only need to be remember this one, this graph of exponential. Now do it for symmetric. Suppose this is the line. Okay. So what will be the symmetric graph about this line? Y is equal to x.
Reflection along y is equal to x.
Y is equal to x. So how the graph will be? It will be like this, right?
Vertical asymptote. It will have vertical asymptote.
Just 1 minute. Symmetric is this one. So it keeps here.
Along x-axis and downward. No?
Yeah. This one. Okay. Just 1 minute. Let me check once. If you want to be draw, so this is log base to the, let's say, 1, make it 1/2. Zero 0.5, then after so you can see that the graph will be this one. So you can approximate why I am doing this. 0.5 is lying between 1, 0 to 1. So the graph will be this one. So now if you know the graph of when these are the happening, these things are happening when a is this one. Now let's do the graph for this one. We know the domain for this function is -3 to 0. This one. Okay, so okay, let me write here log base to the a, or let's make it greater than 1. So I'm making it 2 here, minus x square plus 3x, and domain is -3 to 0. Now how the graph will be? So for 0 and -3 is, let's say, here. So 0 will be work as an asymptote, because here what's the reason is this axis are making asymptote. This equation of this line is x is equal to 0, right? So that means saying to be, when we substitute for this case, it's becoming like 0. This line is become the asymptotes. So that means for this line and this one, 0 and -3, these two line will be the asymptote. Now is there x-intercept, y-intercept is happening? We have to check for that each. Let's say, is there x-intercept? For the x-intercept, saying to be finding the x-intercept, what it mean that? Am I audible right now?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
So
When the function is 0. And the
X
function
inter
becomes
mean, X
0 or
inter
it
means roots,
crosses.
finding the roots.
Touches
So where
the-
will be the roots? So what it mean that root when it will become 0, when this portion will be 1, right? This inside portion will
Yeah.
be 1. Then it will be 0. So that means x square plus 3x, this minus with the minus, should equal to 1. Then it will be 0. So let's solve this. If you are able to solve this, that means there will be somewhere roots. So that means it will be x square plus 3x is equal to minus 1. And this is x square plus 3x minus, this will become plus 1.
This one.
And
It is
is
a
there real
quadratic
root for this
equation.
exponential, a quadratic function?
Hmm.
Is there any root? Able to find the root of this quadratic? Real root, I am saying real root.
No, sir.
Sir,
Is you
see,
need to check b square minus
No
4ac should greater or equal to 0 for getting real roots. So b square will be 9 minus 4 into a is 1 and c is also 1. So that means this is greater, it's becoming greater than 0, right? So this is 5.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you, but I didn't. Can you please explain minus x square plus 3x is equal to 1? How that 1 came, I didn't understand.
Yeah, actually we are trying to find the
Log.
roots of this log, the whole.
Okay.
So when this will be 0, when this
Log one.
portion will be 1, right, inside,
Hmm.
then it will give the range as a range element as a 0, right?
Yes, sir.
So that means we need to make it 1 here. This portion should equal to 1. We are trying to find the root of this whole log. So that means this should 1. So you can change the sign. It will become here minus 1. Now make it this side. So this is you got the quadratic function. Now to getting real roots, this should happen. B square minus 4ac should greater or equal to 0. Okay. When you did that, okay, so it will be 5. We are getting 5. B square will be this 9 and minus 4ac. Yeah, so it's becoming greater or equal to 0. That means there is 2 roots happening. Let's say somewhere, I don't know where will be the roots. Let's say somewhere is happening this one. That means your graph of this log function will intersect. Okay. Now need to find y-intercept. So y-intercept will never happen because this one work as a, this line work as a asymptote kind of. So now next is what's the other thing? End behavior. We need end behavior, or which portion is going to be a positive or negative. So to checking that this, let's say put some values. Let's say I am putting some value minus 2 to see that
Sure.
what's happening. Yeah, okay.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry. Sir, you are telling that there is no x y-intercept. But we have constant 1 is there. But,
Constant 1.
Yeah. X squared plus 3x plus 1 is there. So
Yeah, what is y-intercept? When you substitute x is equal to 0. If you substitute x is equal to 0, this function is not defined, right?
yeah.
Because
Okay,
this
okay.
line is, that's
Okay.
why I said this line is working as a asymptote. So
Okay.
getting to be y-intercept is not here. Now we need to be where it will be positive or negative. So let's, I am putting here minus 2. So what will be the value here? This will be log minus, this is 4 and this is 12, and this log, this will become 8 here with base 2. So log 2, here is 3, log 2. So this will happen, right? To the power, we took the base 2 here.
Sir, it would be 6.
Minus 6.
4 minus 6.
4 minus, I am putting minus, okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. It will be 6 here. Okay. So this will minus 2, this will be 2 here. Okay. So you got value 1. That means at -2, let's say here 2 roots are here. Suppose this is -2, you got value 1 here. So that means this side will be approximating to be this is the asymptote. So it may be like this, and it will be back to be here, and maybe let's see that it will be, because these are 2 roots. This, suppose these are 2 roots and this is -2 here, and -2 side we are getting positive, but still we need to check where the roots are happening here. So let's find the root here. So this is -b plus minus b square minus 4ac, and this we got 5. So minus b plus minus root to the 5 by 2a. This is 2a also. So 2 and a is 1. So, and minus b is here 3. Minus 3 plus minus root 5 by 2. So if you take the plus 1, this is minus 3 plus root 5 by 2. And another one is minus 3 minus root 5 by 2. So still it is greater than -2 or less than -2. We have to find. Okay, no matter. Okay. So drawing to be here is going to be difficult. Let's see that what's happening. We approximately know that there are 2 roots and -2 side is positive. Maybe let's see, it will be like this, or maybe back to be here. It will be very much exponentially also will go. Let's it will be exponentially. Okay, 2 is greater than, this one is greater than 1, so graph will be this side. Then it will be intersect here. Okay, and this side is working as, if you, let's very near about, let's put some values minus, let's say 1 by 2. So this will become, the value inside will be minus, this is 1 by 4 plus 3 by 2, and this is, let's say, minus, this is 4, so 1, and this is 6, right? This is 7 by 4 minus with 7. So, and this is log, then value will be log 7 by 4. This value is approximate 1 point something, so it will be okay, so it will be very much, will give the, this is less than 2, right? This value is 7 by 4 is less than 2. Okay, yeah. So that means it will give negative value. So it will be maybe like this will go. Oh, the second root, from the second root. Let's see that what's happening. Then I will tell more about this. So this is log base 2.
Sir, which software you are using?
This is Desmos.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. So whatever I made, this is very much similar to this one. This one. Right. See, now let me tell you what's happening here. This is our function. Let me tell you one by one. Maybe it will clear to you more. So this is base 2 and this side is okay. So I want, what are the process to draw the graph? You need to find the x-intercept, which is called roots, y-intercept, end behavior, and end behavior, and what are others? Like saying to be same in the finding the what is called that is called I'm forgetting the name. Hope you gone through, find in polynomial there is one word
Multiplicity.
multiplicity, and there is another thing for saying to be n. This should be n minus 1. What is that called?
Turning points.
Turning point. Sorry, I forgot the name. Turning point. So these are four things maybe needed, but I didn't use here. Here is, you can say, positive side, negative side. What will be, which is come inside with to the end behavior kind of. So what I found first, what is the intercept? So you got that root. Yeah, this is when it will be 0, when this portion will be 1. So now when you made it equal to 1, you got, when it will be 1, you got 2 roots for this solving this equation. So what you did here, what you will do here, okay, you know the domain first, and then you suppose that, yeah, the roots are here only, these two.
So sorry for interruption.
Yeah.
I need some small clarity here.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
We are equating log to whatever the equation is to 0, na? And then
no, equal to 1, equal to 1.
So not equating the whole equation with log to 0.
So actually when see you, what it means to say x-intercept means for some value it will be 0.
Yes, sir. Then 2 to the power 0 equals to this portion, na?
So okay, let's do that. So when it will be 0, it will be when 2 power 0 equal to
equals to minus x square plus 3. Yes.
Yeah, so I mean to say this should 1. That's why I equating 1 1.
Yes, the 2 to the power 0 means 1.
Yeah, this will be 1. So 1 equal to minus
x square plus 3.
So that means if you do that, this is this one, this equation you will get, right?
Yes, sir. Now
this is quadratic equation, and now need to check is this quadratic equation have roots or not. So you got that this have 2 roots. So suppose here are 2 roots, okay, and this is minus 3. Now take a value very near to this minus 3. So I took minus 2, okay, and I found that log 2, when you substitute it in this equation minus 2 here, when you substituted minus 2 in this equation, I got 1. Okay, I got 1. That means positive value. Positive value. So, and minus 2 will lie in between. That's the, I made it here. Okay, minus 2. When I substituted here, we got value minus 2. So I still remain to check that roots are I assume to be roots are here. So minus 2, you have to check that what's happening. Minus 2 will be lying in this root between or this side. So we got here the 2 roots, this one and this one. These are 2 roots. If you check that, the minus 2 will be rise somewhere here in between the roots. Now still remain, take some value very close to minus 3. Okay, just 1 minute. Now you know that log, graph of the log will be very much similar to like this, right? This one, whatever the asymptotes is happening, this should like this, and our 2 is here greater than 1. So it will be very much similar to whatever the asymptote is happening, right? This should happen. Now again, this one is also asymptotes is happening, but less than, if you take some value very close to 0, some value like I took minus 0.5, you will get minus value. So that means this is asymptote is happening, so graph will be like this will happen. Take some value, put in that and see that what's happening. Now it will pass through roots, and at minus 2 we are getting 1. So it will be now bend back to if this one is root, it will bend to another, it will try to reach the another root, so it will be back to here and it will go again. Here is very much importance of the asymptote. It will decide how it's happening and take some value in between root and outside roots here and decide what are the signs will you are getting. This sign like positive getting, that means the asymptote will be like this. If you are negative, if you are getting negative, your sign will decide it will be positive or negative.
Sir, so
For
one question
sure,
I have. So in any log equation that we see, like for this example, log minus x square plus 3x, whatever the argument is there, we need to equate it with greater than 0 and then solve. Is it so?
Whatever the argument is there, make it greater, because log is defined for a greater than 0, right? For any value for log, it's this is happening, this should greater than 0.
Okay, sir.
Right?
Okay.
So if you do that slowly, you will decide a very much here in the behavior, because log is working as here, you know that 0, this y-axis, we are working as the asymptote. So work of in the behavior is, or asymptote, you can say asymptote. Asymptotes is working here, very crucial rule here, very useful to we know, and the x-intercept, y-intercept, and in the behavior, or you can say asymptotes also. Asymptotes and in the behavior, these two are different things. In the behavior will decide that what is the sign of happening. That's why I check for -2 and -0.5. And asymptote saying that it will never go this side. It will be only lie to this side, whatever the asymptotes is. Clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir,
yeah.
I have a small request.
Yeah.
I have get all the steps you have gone through, and can you please remove the minus sign and then redraw the graph again? It's for clarity, more clarity.
Okay. So let's make it 2 here, and we remove the minus sign, x square plus 3x. So this is our function fx. So first decide the domain. The first step is what will be the domain. So we need domain, means saying to be this should positive. Domain means where the function is well defined. So for log says that for any base, this should greater than 0. That means let's make it this portion and make it 0. Now they do the next step. When this will positive, take x as common, this will become. Why I am factoring it? Because if you do the factor, it will make easy to decide the where will be the positive and where will be the negative. So now I made it factor here. When this will positive, the condition is x should greater than 0 and x plus 3 greater than 0. Then it will be positive. The second thing is another condition will, another case will also happen when this will positive, when this x is less than 0 and minus x, and x plus 3 less than 0, right? Apart from this, if suppose x is greater than 0 and x plus 3 less than 0, then you will get minus, which is not for our case. So this will positive when these two cases will happen. Now take the first case and decide, okay, assume this one is true. Suppose x is greater than 0. So now back to here, x is greater than 0, then it will sure happen. Because this is plus sign. So you reach that, okay, for this case, the domain will be 0, infinite. Right? When x is greater than 0, you know that, yeah, it will be positive. So this will happen. Now back to this case, you took x is less than 0. So when x is less than 0, this should also less than 0, then you will get positive here. So when this will happen, when x is less than 0, that means this x should never go to less than -3. That means here is you are getting some bound minus through to 0. For such case, this will be a positive. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, in the second case, I didn't understand why. Wouldn't it be from -3 to
If
infinity?
you let's for that let's check. Suppose this is -4. You assume this is x is equal to -4. Now put here this is -4. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I'm making some mistake. I'm making some mistake.
Should be
So this is
-infinity to -3.
yeah. It will be. Oh, sorry for that. It will be -infinity to -3 will come. Yeah, that's the good thing to be put some value in between. Yeah, sorry for that. I made mistake here. So it will be, if you put here -4, so this is minus and this will be minus, it will make positive. So these two cases, from these two cases you got the domain. This will be happen. Now back to our graph. So suppose this is -3 here. So our graph will be somewhere like this and from positive side. Okay, like this will be. Now still again you need to find the roots. Again do the same process, find the roots. So for quick thing I am doing here for Desmas. Let's see how the graph will be. See that here is, this is here -3 work as again asymptote, and 0 will be work as asymptote, and this will happen. So do the same thing now, find the roots. If you try to find the roots, it will be, see, -3 work as asymptotes, 0 x is equal to 0 work as asymptote. Now try to find the roots. Roots will be like this somewhere. This another one root will be here and another root will be positive side, and it will be go like this. If you check some, if you put some values and find the x intercept, y intercept. Here the y intercept will still again will not work because 0 work as a asymptote. You can see the reason is, if you substitute here 0, you will get 0 log 0, which is not the, which is absurd case. It should greater, still strictly greater than 0. So you will not get the y intercept. X intercept will tell again the same process, find the real roots of this inside portion. So if you will get one positive, one negative. So now decide the, take a very some value very close to 0 and decide the where will be this asymptote lie. It will be like this also. So take some value very near to -3 and it will tell the sign. It will be positive side or it will be negative side. Like this you can do.
Please repeat what you have said in last 1 minute. I did not understand.
Last 1 minute saying to be, see, -3 work as asymptote, 0 work as asymptote. Okay. Now take some value very close to -3.
Okay.
If it's put here, it will decide the sign. It will lie this side or it will, well, the graph will be lie this side. Similarly, do the same thing with very close to 0. Put some value and get what are the value you are getting, plus or negative. If plus is getting, then the asymptote will be like this. If sorry, asymptote, the graph will be like this.
Sorry to disturb you, sir, but will you please change the color so that we can understand?
Okay. So take some value very close to 0, put in the function, you will get some value. So what are the signs you are getting, like positive value you are getting or negative? Suppose you are getting positive value. What it mean that the function value will be positive? That means assume this work as this graph will be like this, because this side you are getting some positive value. So that means the graph will be like this. Suppose you are getting negative value, as here is happening. Take some value very close to 0 and put, and whatever the negative value you are getting, this will say that okay, it will be passed, it will be like this and pass to the root. Here is the root one, this whatever the root is, this will very similarly do the very close to -3 in the domain and decide this side will happen or this side will happen. Another thing is always the graph of log will be, always remember that log a to the x, a is greater than 1. For such case, graph will be like this. So that's why this is happening, right? The graph will be very similar to like this. This one. So first see the base. What is base? Base is greater than 1 or not. So see here, base is 2 here. So okay. So we are very much in comfort. This is 1 here. Very much in comfort means saying to be graph will be very similar to like this. Now find the roots and decide what's happening. Like this will be the graph. Clear?
So can you
Yes.
take
Do
an
the
example
practice.
where the base
Yes.
where the base is negative?
Yes, I am doing here. It's let's say here the base is 2. Let's say make it 1/2. Again, this everything will be the same, but it will. Please remember that the log with the base a less than 1, the graph will be like this. That means this case will happen. I want to very much similar, so it will be like this. Because vertical, like it invert of that, like see for such case this graph is, so it will be like this. This will happen. The graph of this one when I made it base 1/2. If you check that, let's see the when we change here base, you can see that 1/2 means saying to be 0.5. It will be like this. Clear? Only remember this one. Because of this is happening, it will be very similar. What is happening here for the basic function will happen the very similar for this function also. Clear? Please do practice. It will come to with the practice. It will come with the practice.
We solve a
Thank you,
couple
sir.
of problems.
Yeah. Okay, so
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have a doubt in one of the activity questions for week 5. Can we discuss it, sir?
Okay, okay. Which activity?
5.9, sir.
Okay. 5.9.
Second question. Second question.
Okay. So fx is like this, then the domain and range of the function f inverse. Okay, so one by one I will ask, you will itself answer. So what is the domain of this function fx?
X minus 5 should be greater than or equal to 0.
So
X
fx
should be greater than or equal to 5
x should greater than
or equal to 5.
equal to greater or equal to 5.
Greater equals to
5 square bracket
no,
5 to infinity.
Is it right?
No. Equals to 5 is not possible.
Let me see once. No, it will work for 5 also.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, equal to 5 also work.
equal to
Square
greater or
bracket.
equal to 5. So domain of this function will be 5 to infinity.
So function
Square
value
bracket.
is equals to 0 is also defined.
Square
Sorry.
bracket.
Sorry. Please speak.
Can we say if f of x equals to 0, that function is well defined?
If you put here 0, okay, 0 for 0. Oh, sorry. Okay. If you put here 0, no. If you put here 0, f of 0, so it will be root over -5. So we are getting complex number. So for this course, we are not considering. For only real values we are consider the image should be image value will be real number.
Oh, what she is asking is if f of x is equal to 0,
can we say that function as well defined only? That's what. When we
yes.
keep 5,
Yes.
we will get 0, right? When we
Yes,
keep
it will be
5.
well
Yeah,
defined.
it is,
it will be
yeah,
5.
if you put here
Okay.
5, 5 will be 5 minus 5, which is root over 0, and you know that it gives the real, which is 0 itself.
It simply means it has a root at 5.
Yeah, it's yeah, its root have 5. Yes, correct. So you know that the domain of this function is this one. What will be the range?
0 to infinity.
0 to infinity.
0 to infinity.
Okay, it will be 0 to infinity. Now tell me, what is the definition, what is the property of inverse function? What will be the domain for inverse function?
The range of
0
f
to
of x
infinity.
is
It's
the
range
domain.
of the original function.
Domain of f inverse is equal to
0 to
range
infinity.
of
0,
f
comma
of x.
infinity.
Yeah, 0, comma infinity.
And range of f inverse
Domain.
is domain
Domain with
of
f of
f x. Now let me know what will happen here. Range is minus 0 to infinity, and domain for fx is 5 to infinity, which says the value here.
Sir, but if we find the inverse function, once can you find the inverse function for this, sir?
Yes, that's the I said the domain of inverse.
No, sir. If we write the inverse function, we'll get something like x square plus 5, no?
Okay, what will be the inverse?
Yes, sir.
Inverse function. So if you see this additional lecture, it is very much helpful to tell how you will get the idea how to find the inverse function. Please see this video on this one, this additional lecture inverse function.
Sir, I got the inverse, sir, but I'm confused. If you find the inverse, we'll get x square plus 5 as inverse. For that, the domain
so
is
make
all
it
real
like
numbers,
this.
no?
It will be like this. Make it equal to y, and find the value for x. So it will be make it square both sides. It will be x minus 5 is equal to y square. So x is equal to y square plus 5.
Sir, but the domain for this is all real numbers, right? How are we getting domain 0 to infinity here?
Yeah, so you see, you got a function f inverse x is equal to y, then inverse function will be this one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now see, whatever see, you will again use here the definition that inverse is the domain of inverse is, see, use this definition. According to this definition, you will work because your function is till here. So inverse will also like this, right? Till here only, whatever the domain is happening only till that it will work. So for
Okay,
this
sir,
domain is whole real, but this we are talking for inverse. So for that
inverse
it will work
exists
in that.
only for that. Okay.
The range of f of x becomes the domain of f inverse
Domain
of
of
x.
x. Okay. So
Thank you,
use
sir.
this definition to decide.
Sir,
Sir,
I
can
also
I
have a
answer
doubt.
question?
Activity question.
Which activity?
Sir, actually I think activity question 5.2, 1 by x is an increasing function. It is saying that 1 by x is not a decreasing function. So, but 1 by x should be decreasing.
Yeah, that option is wrong, I think.
Activity question number?
Third, I think. Yes, sir. Fourth option. Third question, fourth option.
Okay, which of the following is decreasing? So, okay. So graph of 1 by x is like this, right?
Yes, sir.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Now, as you are increasing, you are getting with this value are close to very 0. This side, as you are increasing, this goes to the value is going to deeper means going to very. And so yeah, this is No. This is decreasing right here. Increasing means it will be like this. Here, whatever value, it is negative value. So lesser and lesser is still is coming, right?
No, when you look at the positive x-axis, it's increasing, no?
No, still it's decreasing, right? You are here and you are going to
Right. Sorry,
it's
yes,
decreasing.
You are
decreasing.
going to the horizontal
yes.
side, no, not vertical side. That's why it will be.
Similarly, here is also happening. You are getting your negative number. So it's still,
Yeah,
it's
still
decreasing.
decreasing. Okay, sir.
So it's decreasing function.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank
Yeah,
Sir, I have a doubt.
Somebody has raised a hand. Yeah, you can ask. Let me first.
Sir, actually means I want to understand the natural exponential function.
Sir,
It's
may
hard
I
for
interrupt
me to
in that
grasp.
same question? It's
Yeah.
I think the option is wrong then.
So okay, so what's happening for? So it will come to decreasing, right? So this is decreasing as we checked. So this is true, right?
Sir, 7
No,
minus 3f
it's
is
not
also
there.
decreasing one.
Sir, I
It's
think
not-
it is neither decreasing nor increasing, right?
Yeah. Okay, just 1 minute. Yeah, it's
It's neither increasing nor decreasing.
Yeah, it's neither increasing nor decreasing.
you. But sir, the definition of a decreasing function says that if you put a higher value of x, the fx will be lower. And if you put a lower value of x, the fx will be
So
higher.
do the sorry, very I made a mistake here. Take some value here, okay, at x here, some value and here. So you will get for this value, see this, suppose this is a and this is b. Yeah, I made a mistake here. Sorry for that. Okay, so take a value here. So this is what is happening. B is greater than a. Okay, b is greater than a. Now for what will be the f of a? It gives the value this here somewhere. Okay, and for b value, okay, just 1 minute. Okay.
Sir, I think it won't be a function because it is defined on whole real line.
No. It is a domain is
It
given.
is a function.
Domain is given. Yeah, actually it is decreasing. Now take a value a here, which gives some value here, and take value here. Okay. So this will be f of b. So you got a value here, and as you will increase here. Okay. So let me find. Let me check once from my side. This 1 by x. So this is minus 1 by x square. Okay.
Sir,
so
I think
actually this function is decreasing. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
See, if you know the calculus, it will clearly decide. Now by looking, you can see that also it's happening. So take some value a and b. So yeah, it's happening that this is right. The case is here, this side is very much clear, decreasing. This side is very much clear, decreasing. Now the in between, let's do that. So take some value a here, take some value b here. B is greater than
Yeah, you can simply take -1 and 1.
B is greater than 0 and yeah.
-1 and
what is happening here? For a, you will get somewhere this side, which is very much negative. And for b, you will get some value here, which is very much positive. So actually this is decreasing function. Yeah, the option is here is missing. Okay. So this should also true, 1 by x.
There's something similar in activity question 5.1, question 4.
5.1, question 4.
4. Yeah, there seems to be some problem.
Here. Which option?
Option 4.
Okay.
Isn't that correct?
This is correct, right?
I think it's shown as 1 by x.
This is correct.
This is correct. This is fine.
No, but it's shown as false, I think.
No, fourth option is correct here.
No,
It is
the
asking for
question is
false.
false.
Question is
Okay,
false.
find the which of the following statement is false?
Yeah.
A function is called 1-to-1 if this is happening, then this should happen. No,
This is
so
correct.
actually, okay, this should okay, what is the definition? Anyone
If
can?
x1 not equals to x2, then f of x1
F
not
of
equals to f of
F of
x2.
x2.
Okay.
That is the definition.
That is the definition, and another definition is f of
f
x1
of x1 equals to f of x2, then x1 equals to x2. Yes, true.
So is this it is not lying in these two definitions, right? Because saying to be this one. So that's why this should wrong. This says this one, but this side.
I
Right?
don't get.
That's why
It should be that if x1 is not equal to x2, then fx1 should not be equal to fx2, but not the other way around. That if fx1 is not equal to fx2, then x1 will not be equal to x2. That's what it means.
Correct. You can check with the example. Correct. With the example, let's take fx is equal to x square. If you check that for any value, let's take any value here. So it will give the square value. So let's take two different value, 4 and 9. These two value are not same. And when you find the x value, this is f of x value. Okay. Let's say this is f of x1. This is f of x2. So x1 will be 2, which is not equal to 3 here. Okay, sorry. This is 2 x2. But still, you know that x square is not 1 function, right? So not happening. Getting or not? No. See, the simple thing is it is not lying in these two definitions. What is for the 1. First thing, if you want to check with the example, take this function x square. This is happening as this says, and you are taking two different f of x1 and f of x2, and when you are getting x1 not equal to x2, but you know that x square is not 1 function, right? This is like this, and check for horizontal test.
It fails the horizontal line test.
Right? As here is happening. That's why this option is okay. For the false, we are checking. So that's why this is false.
So this is not a sufficient condition. It is necessary, but it is not sufficient.
Yeah, it is not sufficient condition.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt you. What we decided 1 by x function decreasing, or what we said finally?
So yeah, this is actually decreasing, right?
Actually, just now I googled out. It's saying when x greater than 0 and x less than 0, it's decreasing. And what he says, if we pick one negative value and compare to a positive one, that will make f of x as an increasing function. That's why it's neither increasing nor not decreasing. Can we check it? If you pick one negative value,
okay,
and compare it to a positive one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. Pick -1 and 1. So it will be.
Let's take -1. So fx will be minus. The fx is 1 by x. So this is -1, and fx f1. Let's say this is fx is this, and this is f -1.
That will be 1.
We'll take 1.
So this is f1 will be 1.
-1 to 1 is increasing.
So still it is increasing. Decreasing, right?
Yes, -1 is less than 1. So f of -1 is less than f of 1. So it should be increasing.
Just 1 minute.
-1 to 1 is increasing.
So this is -1. This is less than 1. Yeah, it's decreasing, right?
No, in that case, it will be increasing function, no? Since it is increasing from -1 to 1.
Okay. Oh,
you are getting from left to right. That's why it will be increasing.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I confused little bit. Okay.
But 1 by 2 it will decrease, no, sir? from 1 to 0.5?
Yeah, that is what. One negative, one positive you have to take.
Yeah, it is for one sided. It is
in between the interval, one negative and one positive only.
It will be increasing.
So and over the entire domain, it's not either increasing or decreasing. It is both.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
for
true. That
entire.
is true.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, for entire domain, it is not for one sided. You take positive side, it is decreasing. For negative side, it is decreasing. But for the whole, it is not increasing.
So the option is right then.
Actually, this is where, sir, this boundary conditions where that.
Yeah. I also confused. Yeah, I also confused for this. Okay. Very sorry.
It looks very simple, but that small.
Okay, so now can anyone ask?
Doubt, sir. Activity 3.5.3.
Activity 3.5.3.
5.3.
So sorry. 5.3.
Yes, sir. 5.3.
Which question number?
1 and 4.
1. So 1 is for the as property of the exponential. These are whatever you need to check which properties satisfies. Sir have very clearly told in video lecture.
Okay, sir. 4, sir. That is my wrong.
Sir, I have a question regarding natural exponential function.
Sir.
Yeah, I will back to. So yeah, I will be. So this is clear, right? What's doubt here? It is very much.
Yes, sir.
For fourth.
No, sir. Fourth number.
For fourth number, which of the following are incorrect?
The
If
third one
exponential
also.
function is one-to-one function.
The 0 to the power 0 is undefined.
Yeah, sir have said that
Yes,
it is undefined.
It's mentioned in the video.
In video. Exponential, this one also said what is exponential is 1 or. So these are the only you can see the video lecture exactly.
Okay, sir.
Sir, third one.
Then
Yes, sir. Third question.
Third is what? Just use the property of exponential. Whatever here is mentioned, what are the true options you can take and do the things. What's the problem here?
So when using the property, it is simplified to 2 to the power 30 into 3 to the power 18 into 5 to the power 15. So I don't know what to do after that.
What's coming? 2 to the power?
2 to the power 30 into 3 to the power 18 into 5 to the power 15.
3 to the power 15, sir. It will not come 18.
Okay, 15 and 5 to the power?
15.
15. Here also.
Yeah,
15.
2 we can write 2 raised to 15 into 2 raised to 15.
So, and answer is here, you can see that making to be 60, 30 and 1.
60 raised to 15. It
2
will
to the power 15.
So make it base like that. How you can make it? You can reduce it like from this here. You can make it like this. 15 here will come.
Yes.
2, 3.
4 into 3 into 5.
So like
So you
making
can-
60 or not like that, or from option you can make it like here.
Yes, we
60
need to
you can
check.
change it 2 into 3, or what is that, 5, this become 30, and again here is
Into
4.
2.
Yeah, so like that is you can make. Now you can change it 2 into 3 into 5 to the power whatever here is given. From option you can do this. Make it 15 because I'm taking the first option, so it will be like this. Now this you can change it. This is to the power 30, so 3 to the power 15 into 5 to the power 50. Like that you can do, and similarly for other option you can check and compare which option will prove.
Okay, sir.
So yeah, now back to I'm question that differentiate between natural log. What's the question?
What is natural exponential function actually means? I just want an intuition. I tried to understand, but I was unable to understand that, sir.
Natural and exponential. Natural logarithm is there. Natural exponential.
Yes, it is there, sir. Yesterday only. Yeah, e to the power.
So saying to be e to the power x, this work as a natural exponential, if you can say, because natural log saying to be base e. So think as okay, exponential says so it will as a e power x kind of. Okay.
Sir, also means I understood that, but basically means what sir explained as that compounding part. I didn't understand that.
Compounding means what?
That compounding, the interest that they are giving in a bank, suppose.
Yes.
Interest that okay. In video lecture you are saying which
yeah, sir.
In which video is that is?
Just below that exponential function graphing, natural exponential function. Just after activity 4.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, that one. No, means not this one.
Hello, sir.
Actually, what
Hello,
sir explained as
Let's finish this. Let's finish then.
Where
is that?
Sir, it is I think between 5
question
to
I have.
Very before it is that.
Yeah, let's okay. Let me reach there.
Yes. From here onwards, that 1 plus and 1 by n to the power n means how? Yes. That this.
Okay, somewhere. Okay. Now another one who is asking on the same page having doubt.
Sir, sir, PBS, sir, I have doubt in this question. After in this question saying that what is the percentage of the people responding after 10 minutes? 10 minutes means after 10 minutes.
Sorry,
but
your
in this question, 10 minutes.
Can you repeat again? Your voice was breaking for me, or I don't know for everyone. Can you repeat again, please?
Okay, sir. Sir, in question number in this tutorial question,
sorry,
actually your voice is blurring.
For me, it's breaking, or for all of you?
So
yeah,
for
it's breaking.
all
It
of
is
us.
Okay. Okay. Can you? No, still we are not clear.
This part on the chat box. Actually, I am asking.
Okay. I will back. Let's listen. Let's listen him. Can you repeat, please, again? Maybe now it may be clear.
Hello, sir.
Sir, this
Hello.
part.
Yeah, I will tell you surely, but let's listen. He having the same doubts in this page.
Okay,
let me listen. Can you
Hello,
repeat
sir.
again?
In this question, this is not, sir. Last question. Yes, sir. Yes, this question.
It's 10 part.
Last, yes, sir. This question, sir. This one, question number 1. This question says that what is the percentage of the people responding after 10 minutes? 10 minutes means after 10 minutes. But in this question, 10 minutes directly puts in the equations. Why,
after
sir?
10 minutes means instant. I mean, if you reach to be 10 minutes, what is the percentage? That's me.
Sir, the actually 10 minutes or after 10 minutes.
Okay, exactly 10 minutes and after 10 minutes. These two words.
No, it's like throwing a ball. We did it in GA3 now. When t equals to 0, after 10 seconds means from t equals to 0.
So exactly at 10 minutes is saying to be at what is the percentage? Exactly at 10 minutes, and after is means whatever the same in see whatever the girl is saying. Yeah, it will be after like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
10
will
minutes
be
means
after
10th
10
minute, I
minutes
think,
to-
like what we did in GA, one ball is throwing and that question we solved, no?
Yes,
means
sir.
here equating for R at 10.
Yes, 10, yeah.
But here I have one doubt. While drawing this graph, e power minus 2 into 100 into minus 100, this graph is shifted down, and plus 50 graph is shifted up. He explained. I really not able to understand that shifting.
I will explain. I will explain this one.
Please.
Means how to create that negative
He
sign
will
will
not come
change
negative.
along y-axis. After that, this minus sign will change it along the x-axis, and then it will then minus 50. So it will shift it a little upward. This is the
I will back to here. Yeah, let me finish this one now. We will back with the graph again.
Yes, this part only, sir.
So here is saying to be in compound, means you know that it will n is to be saying quarterly, or like the question is like that. Found the what will the interest for this principal money, saying to be what will be the interest after 12 year, like that. The interest in taken as quarterly or half yearly.
Sir, I just want to understand. First, I started with 4th, right? And after that, he moved to 12. Means why was that happening?
Okay. Oh, here is maybe
First
sir
calculated quarterly, then it moved per year, then it changed it to n.
Anti kind of thing.
There
4
is
is quarterly.
So, means in general, we should take 12 or 4 for compounding.
It's not like
According
that.
to the
Whatever
question.
needed.
Yeah.
See, when we go to the banks, some banks they will compoundly give for 6 months or 3 months or 12 months. It's depend on the how we are making our bonds, no?
Yes.
Yeah, the same here. That's what he explained. The first one is 4 quarterly.
Okay. I thought means something happened between 4 and 12.
Nothing happened. Just it's an example. That's it.
Sir, also I am having some issue with the marks. So where can I get the response sheet and all those things?
I also got less marks in maths. I don't know, rather than expected. I need to check my response sheet.
Let me tell you. You remember I in the first session said just after examination that something happened with the server and my marks got means my response got removed. Due to that, what I calculated as statistics for 41%, I got 25%. I failed.
Oh shit!
I know that I am eligible. Means I calculated again for all the subjects, and I got exactly what the value I got accordingly. But for stats, it is 41%, and they are giving 25%. I don't know what happened.
And one more thing I can ask you, because you save and exit the button. Because I did the mistake, the last question, no, that I did with 100%. Then I came and did with 94%. I choose the correct answer, but I didn't save and exit. So I didn't got that 3 questions mark. Because I forgot to save and exit. Yeah, because always we are changing, we have to save, I think. That's why that mark I didn't
whenever you
get.
are changing, you
Yeah,
have to save, and
that's why my marks mark also become very less.
Sir, that is the issue. When I changed my response was not updated for some of the questions. That is the main issue. Means the response, suppose I have given 0 and it is showing nothing. For English, it happens for
we are not used to
sorry. Let me see that. That's the another thing. But here we are for the concept to understand or whatever the doubts are. So
okay,
that's
sir, I understood. Means basically, I want the response sheet when it will be released.
I want at the end of the session. We can discuss at the end of the session.
Yes, sir. Okay, my concept is cleared. Also, there is one question where it is saying that for distinct root of a quadratic equation, it is 1-to-1. How can it be, sir?
Where in where we are asking for
in activity assignment, sir. I think it's the first one.
Okay, so okay. If you are saying to be first, this 5.1.
5.1, yes, sir.
Which activity? Sorry, activity number, question number.
Sir, just go below a little.
This one here.
No, sir, not this one. Actually, there is one question where it is
so
saying.
Can you check one? Let's discuss. Please find your question and again let me know after some time. Okay.
2 minutes. Yeah.
Let's continue for another question, which is in the same video, having a doubt for how to shift something, right?
Okay. Means you continue. I just come back with the question.
Yeah. So suppose I am taking a function like this, a minus b to the power kind of cx. Will it be okay? What will be the graph? And a, so let's suppose everything is greater than, I am assuming to be a is great positive, and b is, let's say, is also positive. If you are assuming e, fine, this is e here is natural exponential and c is any constant. Okay, so I want to graph this one. Please everyone mute yourself. So the process is 1 by n, like that you can do. First, you know the graph for exponential, this one. So e power x, or if you are writing e to the power with the any constant, like a should make it a is also positive. So make it like, let's say I'm assuming here 5 kind of. So let's say this is 5x. So exponential means here to be 5x means if for the graph e to the power x will be like this, and for e power x it will be above 2 and very fast like this. That's all. It will very similar to e power x, but it will be very fast because of this multiplied with the 5 only. Because of this reason you can say. Now here, if b is here and b is also some positive number, see, you know that a stretch factor, or like saying to be multiplied with some number, it will affect only what are the, like saying to be, suppose the graph will of a function is same as 5 okay, for this is, suppose this is 5 e to the power 5x, it will multiplied, let's say I multiplied here 2, so it make is more faster than this one, right? Now
Yes,
if
it will be
suppose
more
this is
cheaper.
minus, yeah, because of this multiplied with the number 2,
Yeah.
now it is minus here, so it will be like this is for positive side is happening, it will be back to be this side, right? Because if you, as you go to the minus, it will be give the minus bigger minus number kind of, because of this negative. So it will be very similar to like this. Okay. Oh no, sorry, I'm making mistake here. Value will be like this. Sorry, this will be like this.
Yes,
It will
it
be
will be
bigger too.
like that.
Yeah,
Means if it is
I
minus,
made a
then it
mistake. It will be
will
like
reverse
this.
along x.
Yeah, it will come to be whatever the greater value you are getting, you are give the minus. Now it says to be shift here.
There is some shift.
Each number added, say here is subtracted here, is with the shift some number a. So there will be some shift, will be some shifted to be like this, whatever the depend on here, or it will be shifted to here or forward, like this. This will happen.
I'm
That's
not
all.
clear of when it's multiplied by minus p, how it's happened.
So if you multiply it with this number, see, it's, you know, see, I suppose e power, let me suppose you know the graph for e power x.
Yes.
Okay. Now if suppose we multiplied now the graph for e to the power 5x, so let's do the for the some values, like suppose for x you are getting e, sorry, for 1, for
Yes.
2 you will get e to the e square kind of. Now
Yes.
if you compare with the for e power 5x, if you put here 1, it will be e power 5, for 2 e power 10. What it means that value will be greater than. So if suppose this is graph e power x, so e power 5x will be
Much more above that.
Much more above. That's
Yes.
all.
I
Because
think
you are getting some
it
more
will,
values.
sir. I think it will intercept, means y-intercept will be 0,5.
Still it will be intersect with here. It will be. Sorry, I'm making mistake.
Yeah,
It will be
actually.
like
0,
this.
1 only, no?
Huh? Sorry.
0,
It
1
will
only.
intersect.
No?
Yeah, it will inter. That's why I said.
Intersect here. I am making here. You can see that it will be very. Now it will go faster.
Yeah.
Then
The
this.
y-intercept is always 0, 1 only, no?
Yeah,
0, 1
it will
only.
be y-intercept will be at 1. Here 1 e
Yes,
power to
yes.
the 5. Now multiply it with b here. So again means let's say b means let's say I'm multiplied with 2. So again what will be for here? It will be 2 multiplied with each. So greater than this one. Again it will be some greater than back to here and more faster than e power 5x. Right?
But intercept stays the same.
Still it will be the same because if you
Okay.
substitute here, no. Oh, sorry. I am making mistake here. Now if you substitute here 1, you will get 2.
2, right?
No, sorry, if you substitute here 0, you will get value 2 here. So if you multiply with 2, it will be somewhere here like this. Sorry, I
intercept
will
is
shift it
2.
to be here, whatever the
Also,
multiplied.
yeah, according to the coefficient, intercept will change.
Sorry. Yeah, it will change.
Because e power 0 is 1. Whatever we are multiplying, that will become the y-intercept. Okay.
As you can, let's do some more clear in more clearance, or maybe whatever I said. So whatever here is multiplied, it will be shifted according to that. Now with the minus sign, it will be back to this very similar to here, this side, negative side.
Like mirror image.
Yeah, because of this here, like whatever the same value, whatever till here I am saying minus is there. See, you know the graph for till here. Now minus is here, so it will be mirror to be this one, right?
Yeah, minus f of x.
Okay. Now here is a shift in this in the x like values. It will be here or maybe somewhat like this will be go or like this. Whatever the event is here, it just shift of this all, but very much similar to the exponential graph.
When it is a
Sir, what
plus,
effect does a bring?
Let's see that. Okay. Let's see that what I am taking an example. Let's say e to the power 5x. Okay. So this is the graph for e power x. Okay, till now here you know. Now I multiplied here with 2. Let's say this is 2. So see, if you see that here it shifts before one, this one, here is for 1 it's coming. Now when we multiplied here 2, it's shifted to 2. Now make
it is just scaled, I think.
Yeah. Okay, now make it minus. This is minus 2. Let's put here minus.
It's the along
Very
the
symmetric. You can say symmetric about x-axis. Okay. Now this here is. Now let's say I am shifting up. Now a is, let's say add it here 4. So it will shift above.
4 units. Total 6 units, 4 units it shifted, minus 2 to 2.
Okay, yeah.
Earlier it was
That if you add or subtract constant, the asymptote will change, only the intercept won't change, no?
Yeah, asymptote. This one will change. So it will be shift to here, like that it's happening.
Changed, no? It's changed.
Or if you put here 5, asymptote will be saying to be 5. Yeah. So as saying to be here, here is the change of asymptote. You can see if e power x is
y-intercept, everything is changing.
If you see that this is work as a asymptote, when you added here 5, or so for minus, this is here, this side. Now if you put here 5 minus e to power x, so asymptote will be x is equal to y is equal to 5 kind of. It will shift it to here, this one, as here we are looking the graph.
Can you make it plus 5 plus 2 e power 5x?
Plus will be only the very similar to the this one, right? Minus is making to be this side, but plus says to be this side.
Okay.
Again, the shift with, again, if you are added 5, so it will shift to 5, asymptote.
Yes, yes.
Sir, if 5 came after 2 e power x,
it will work same, right? 5, see, this side also saying to be the same because of, you know, commutative property of 5. It will be the same.
The minus, he is
Okay,
asking
okay.
minus. Anyway,
Okay,
plus
with the
is
minus you are
minus
saying,
is
okay,
same.
let's.
Yeah, plus is same.
So minus means it will work as here saying to be change it minus 5 plus e to the power 2x.
It will go down to -5 then, right?
It will go down.
It will just change the asymptote value where asymptote will be.
Minus, where is the minus is coming? It will go to there.
Actually, this is a little bit tricky to learn. This addition, subtraction, multiplication of graphing.
Yes. Basically, if you know all these things, then you can plot any graph of these type of equation. That's what sir told actually in the video.
But understanding the basics is very difficult.
Yeah,
It's
in
hard, I understand.
as here I
Basically,
was
graphing
trying
is
to
also a
draw
new
the
term.
graph here. Yeah, it took me also for some what I'm doing. Then after slowly we reach here. So if you do more practice, you
Lack
will
of
get.
practice for you also. You also need practice.
Yeah.
Sir, can we go for my question activity 5.2 question number last? Third option.
5.2.
Yeah.
Question number?
Fourth, last one.
Here.
Here it is saying quadratic function having two distinct root is always 1 to 1. How?
No, it's saying to be incorrect. Let's see that.
Incorrect.
First thing to
For
be
me, it's saying
Choose the
correct.
incorrect question.
Yeah.
Check answers. We'll see. Check the answers once. Check answers.
Incorrect.
So actually quadratic will never 1 1, you know, right?
Yeah, it can't be 1 1.
That's
will
why it's
never 1 1.
incorrect statement.
No. So it is for checking for incorrect. Checking for
Sir,
incorrect.
also I want to know. So means I haven't qualified. So can I continue with week 5 or not continue?
So when the result will come, we'll decide, right?
Tomorrow, after checking response sheet, you decide.
Yeah, means I have to first mail them only.
Yeah, tomorrow you will get response sheet. Now, please go through it once. Then
Tomorrow we will be getting response sheet, not today.
No, actually today they all provided us.
No, they gave a mail for those who are residing in India. They will circulate on 5th February.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
I am Subrata Saha. Most probably I am the oldest person in the group.
Okay.
I too surprised when seeing your query in the forum. It's really
Basically, I have scored in all of the assignments and more than 75-80%, even in some cases 100%. But I don't know. I am not blaming IIT matters, but for my technical glitch or something like that, I got 20% in math. What should I do? I should rewrite or I should opt out from the course?
My doubt is, Sahaji, did you keep any questions under review in maths?
No, I don't know. I have not received my answer sheet.
Green, I guess.
No. While answering the questions, did you kept aside any questions for review?
Yes.
That's the problem.
Wait. They will share the answers of your answer sheet. Then you can cross verify whether you have answered correctly or you have.
Actually, last
they are
time
providing us
when
answer
we
transcript.
kept for review,
Sir, I have a doubt in
it won't consider the
activity
answers.
5.8.
I am request math, sir. I am sorry. I have forgotten your name, sir.
Yes, Shubham.
Shubham ji, it is my son's name also. Okay. So anyway, Shubham ji, if you can just reevaluate, help me to reevaluate the thing. I do not want any favor. I want to qualify with dignity. So if there is any problem, can you help me in doing that? It will be very much helpful to me.
Same, sir. For
particularly how I can help you, see.
You can pass this message to the authority.
So say to see for that I will say please write to the support mail.
I have already written in the forum.
Okay, so then they will see that what's it
Okay,
is.
okay. Thank you,
Okay.
thank you, thank you.
For that,
Once the
everyone
answer
is
sheet
the
comes,
same for.
once the answer sheet comes, then we can proceed.
I will
Sir,
do
they
that only.
actually, sir, they will surely respond to you.
5.8, sir.
Okay, okay.
5.8. Yeah. Let's do the question. This is for discussing
Yes,
or
in
for discussion.
composite functions domain,
Question
it
2.
is difficult
I
for
have
me
also
also.
doubts, sir.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah, question
finding for
number.
domain.
Yeah, yeah.
So which question number?
Yeah, second question.
Okay, so this is fx and gx, this one. Then find the domain of f of g.
Yeah, actually, I'm getting option third, but it is showing incorrect. So,
Okay.
because I'm considering the domain of fx, I mean, not included the number fx, like -4. I'm considering -4 as well.
Okay, so first fx is, let me write that here. Fx is equal to x plus 5, x minus 4, and gx is equal to 1 upon x plus 1. So in video lectures, what sir have told, it will come to the domain of circle G will be the domain that terms will come, like whatever the element will come for domain, it will consider to be G and the range of G.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right. So what is the domain for Gx? Can you tell me what is the domain for Gx?
X plus 1 greater than 0.
No, real number other than negative
Real
1.
number minus 1. Not
Yeah,
minus
other
1.
than
Real real number 9.
real number other
Minus
than
minus 1.
minus 1.
Minus 1, because of minus 1 it will become 1 by 0.
This one, right?
Yes.
This is the domain for G. Okay. Now range of Gx is, what is the range for Gx?
Yeah, 0 to infinity.
Real number 9 minus 0. Okay.
This one, right? Because 0 will not get.
Will not be there.
Okay.
And rest all you will get all. Now back with the here. What is the domain for fx?
All
4.
values except
All
4.
real values except x.
Except
4.
Except
excluded 4.
4. Yeah.
Now what is the definition as sir said to be domain for f of G of circle Z? What is what's the sir have said? I want to listen from your side.
If range of G is a subset of domain of fx, then domain of gx is the domain of f of g. That's one rule.
Okay, that's one rule. There is two rules. What is range is happening and domain. Yeah. So first let's find the f of f circle G. What is f circle G?
F circle G minus
F of G
5x minus 6 divided by 4x plus 3.
Oh, here is one. Right? X plus 1 minus 4. This one. In place of x, gx will come.
Gx will come.
So what is the final thing is here? This is 5x plus 5 upon this will become minus 4x minus 4, right? And it will come to be
minus 3, sir.
okay, minus 3 will come. Okay, let's see that. Okay, yeah, plus 1 is here will come.
5x plus 6, 3x, 5x plus 6.
So yeah, okay,
Minus
and this plus 1
5x
is
plus 6 divided by 4x plus
5x
3.
plus 6 upon this is minus 4x
Minus
3.
3. Yeah, you can take it out the minus. Okay.
Now, what is domain for this one?
4
All real
Excluded
except
4 by 3.
3 by 4 excluded. Minus 3
3
by
by
4.
4.
Minus
Not plus.
3 by 4.
Minus
Plus.
3 by 4.
Yeah.
If you
Plus.
put, let's do that here.
Okay,
Minus
minus
4.
yes, yes, okay,
Minus
yes.
3 by 4. Then
Yeah,
only
minus
it will
3 by 4.
yeah, minus
Yeah,
3 by 4.
Yes, sir, yes.
So now what will be the domain? Domain of
Domain,
circle G.
all the real number other than minus 1 and
All
minus
the
3
real
by 4.
number. The
Other
problem with this one.
Yeah.
Problem with
Minus 1 also. Because G
minus
has
1.
the, yeah. So minus 1 also will do.
And rest all are, there is no issue with
No
that.
issue, yes.
Because this is the function, you know. So remove this one. Okay. And other the problem for G only. See, because of G.
Why we are not considering fx like for fx like?
And one more place, that domain of this 4.
Yes.
Because 4 will give also, and at 4 it is not defined. So for 4, what will be the x here? Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. For 4, the problem with the 4 here. Oh, just 1 minute. The 4 you are getting. So 4 means saying to be, when you will get 4, you will remove this one, right? This is 4 x plus 1. This is 1 here. So this is 4x plus 4, which is 5. Sorry, this is 1 here. 4x is equal to minus 3 here. X is equal to minus 3 by 4. Means saying same thing whatever we are getting here problem, right? So for 4, see, for fx, the thing is for fx is 4 with the x is equal to 4 with problem. So for x is equal to sorry, for fx, what is the value you are getting for gx at minus 3 by 4? You can check, otherwise this will also tell here is the same thing you are getting. The problem with the minus 3 by 4 and 1.
Minus 1, sir.
Okay, yeah, minus 1. Yeah, what is that here?
So we don't want to bother about f of x domain, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those values which will be valid for the f of x domain.
But the next question there is one.
But I guess in the video, sir told us that we are also considering fx. Like we have to.
So if you check that, yeah, that's the I did here. That's the I did here for considering this for f. Here it's 4. See what for what value? See, f is here for 4 is problem. So I made it for what value? For gx we are getting 4. I try to find that. I will try to remove that one. So that's I got that. As here we get, similarly we will remove that one. From here we just jumped here. Otherwise you can think for this one, right?
So we have
Main
to
should be the
equate 4 with g of x and also equate with gx. And
sorry.
Like at point of 4, so we have to equate gx and f of gx with both.
Yeah, that because that is coming for the domain for f, right? So you will consider that what's we are getting. What are the rules says? First remove the domain of g and remove the domain of range of gx. The problem for getting for fx, you will remove that. So we jumped here, but we will go with this one, right? We jumped here, okay, this is the problem, but for this one we tried, and for the domain of g we tried, we will try. No,
I'm not getting how to try, matlab, I mean.
Okay, let me tell you. See, the problem with here -1, okay. Now problem with here 4 for f. Now for 4, what you are getting for gx, which is equal to 4. It should not, if it will go give 4, you will not consider for f of g, right? If gx will give 4, if gx will give 4, you will not consider for f of g. That's the meaning. So just calculate for that x. When you calculated, which is x plus 1 is equal to 4, you calculated and you got that this is minus 3 by 4.
Yeah, right.
So remove these two things, minus 1 and minus 3 by 4.
Okay, got it.
Sir.
Right?
Sir, I have a doubt in week 6.
This I have to do with each question. Like if I have to check
week 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So yeah, somebody has asked.
Yes, sir. Week 6, activity question 5. Activity 5. Yes, sir.
Activity?
5, sir. Question number 1.
Week 6, activity number 5. Okay, question number 5.
Sir, first one, sir. How many digits are the first question?
Okay. How many digits are there for 15 to the power 7 square? So there is a very useful property of common log. So that is called base 10. If you use this property, I want to listen from your side. Can anyone unmute and tell what is the process to getting this one? No?
A equals to something variable, then log, both sides do log.
Okay.
So, sir, if you apply log, you will get 14 log to the base 10, 15, like that.
49 log base 10 to the power 15. Okay, so then
separate.
Okay, let me explain what's happened. Let me explain. See, suppose this is real. This is real line, and suppose this is 1 here. This is 10 here, or you can say 0 from 0 10. Let's say this is 100. Let's say this is 1000. Let's say this is 10,000. Okay. Now, suppose this is some value is a here. If you take log of base 10a, what will be the value? It will give 0 point something, right? Because this is less than 10. You know that log base 10 to 10 gives 1. If below that, it will give 0 point something. Is it clear?
Yes,
this is less than 0 some value. It will give this is open here. So this will give a 0 point something. So how many digits are here? 1 in between number to like 0 to 0, not 0 to say. Let's say this is 1. We are counting the 0. Let's say this is 1. From 1 to 10, how many digits are here for any number? Only 1, right? Or 1, 2, only 1 digit. So just add to be whatever the value you are getting 0 to 10. You added 1, you will get number of digit in between it will. Now let's come to this side, less than 100. If you take log of 100 with base 10, what will give? It will give 2. Okay. So, but below that, if you take some number in between here, so what will be the value? Base 10 with the, let's say 98, it will give some 1 point something, right? Because it will give 2 at 100. Below that, it will be lesser than 2. Some 1 point something will give. So that how many digits are here in between 10 and less than 100? 2 digits. So means just add, if you add that, you will get 2 here. Similarly, if you'll check that in between, if you'll give whatever the log value you will get, if you add 1, you will get the number of digits. That means counting the process. This says that how many digits are there. Okay. That means whatever the log value you are getting, let's say I am calculating a to the power b. So take log of this one, it will be b log 10a. So whatever you will get here value b into log some real number. So let's say this is, you got this is equal to c. So number of digit will be c plus 1. 1 by 1 if you check that. No,
Why
I,
can you explain it again? Your voice was breaking.
oh, my voice is
Why,
breaking.
sir, +1?
Yeah, I'm telling you why this is plus 1.
Yes.
Sir, can you explain it again?
Yeah, let me explain again. What's happening here? I'm making here one here again. I want to count a number of digit in 15 to the power 7 square.
Okay.
So okay, suppose this is 1 here, this is 10 here, this is 100 here, this is 1000 here. Okay, so suppose here is somewhere number and I take log with base a. What will be the value?
Is 0, comma something.
The reason is, yeah, 0 something, because log 10 value of log base 10, this argument is 10, which is give 1. So below then it will give 0 point something. And now number of digit in this range, what is? Only 1, right?
Number of digits what?
Number of digit in between 1 and 10. Or you can say less than 10. 1 only, right? 1, 2, 3 only. These are the number of digits I'm saying.
Okay.
Only 1 digit is right for any number.
Yes.
So that's the process. Just assume that we got whatever the here 0 something. Just add 0 in, take this one point value plus add 1. That means it will give number of digits, assuming to be this give the number of digit.
Oh.
Similarly, if you check here in between less than 100 and greater than 10, what will be the value? Log for base 10. Let's say I'm trying to be 98. Okay.
Yes.
So whatever the value will be, it will give 1 point. The reason is, if you take log 10 to the 100, it will give 2, right? So that means less than 100, it will give 1 point something. Now number of digit, if you see that in between 10 and or 10 from 10 to less than 100 is 2.
Yes.
So see that if you are whatever the process we are doing, if you do here 1 also, so it will give the number of digits as here 2.
Okay.
Similarly, if you do it here, it will give 3 digit here, greater than greater than 100, or greater than 100, or greater than 1000, it will give 4 digit.
Yes.
Greater or equal. Like that. That means now back to our question, log base 10, 15 to the power 7 square. That means it will become 49. And this is log base 10, 15.
Yes.
This is now what is the log value of 15? Can you tell me?
It
you
will
need
be
to
something.
here you need to calculate the value. It will be 1 point, right? Reason is 1 point something. 7
yes.
maybe some because of it will
706, I guess.
706 kind of, right? Now if you multiply with 49, what is the value? Can you tell me? What is the value? Sorry.
57.62.
57 point something.
Yes, sir.
Now do the same process plus add one number, which is 58. So that means that's the number of digit, right? As here we are doing each one by n.
Why is it doing +1?
No, I am saying to the process, right? Because you can see that you are looking that or not.
Okay,
see,
sir.
this is 10 here. In between whatever the value you are getting, which is less than 0. So number of digits is plus add 1. That means 1. So number of digits actually from less than 10 is 1. So that's the process says that, okay, if you are going like this, it gives the whatever the log value, if you are adding this with this point value, integer value of that log value, it gives the number of digit.
Okay.
Right? So like that, if you do, you will get the.
Sir, can you please solve a question, sir?
Yeah. Which question number?
Sir, no, sir. It is an example explained in a video. Sir, f of x equals to.
Okay. You are telling me. Okay. What is
Yeah,
that?
yes, sir. I'm telling.
So everyone got this process, right? This is a process to counting the digit. Here is the
Sir,
use of log.
Sir,
10.
can we just, just take the 1 and plus, then add 1 to it, then we get 2, right? So 49 into 2 is also 58.
49 into 2.
Like, you said the log of 15 will be 1 point something. So
Something
I
will
add
come.
1.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, 49 into 2.
49 into 2.
It's not work.
No. You see, it's the final value
That
you
is
will
not
add, right?
work.
You will add in the final log value, you will add 1, right? In the integer part of that value, what in the final, whatever you are getting in the final, you will add. Then it will give, right? Whatever as we are getting. Like, let me tell you. Okay, what is the number of digit in this? So okay, take log with base 10, 3 square. Okay. Now this will come 2 log 10. What is the log of 3 with base 10? What is the value?
0 point something.
0 point something will come. 0 point, because it is the half of this one, so it will come like 0.1 or maybe 5 or whatever will come. If you do multiplication, you will get 0 point something. Now take the integer part of that. So final thing is integer. This one integer part is 0. Add 1, which is 1 here. So number of digit in 3 square is 9, which is, that 9, which is 1 digit is here. So final, whatever the final log value you are getting, take the integer part of log value and add 1.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, one more doubt.
Okay. One by
Sir,
one.
Sir, it's in tutorial, sir.
Tutorial, okay.
Sir, in first tutorial.
In this one, in this question.
Yes, sir. Sir, if you move further, there is one step, sir did.
Okay. Here. Or here. Here or is it here? Am I audible?
Sir, in the beginning, sir.
Yes, sir.
In beginning, you said for further, okay, here somewhere.
Yes, sir. No. The step 6 log p to the base p of 3. Sir, in the next step, sir took like 1 by log to the base 3 of p. That I don't understand.
This here, this one.
This is the next step.
This one.
Yes, sir. After that, sir, you play the video, then you'll understand, sir.
Okay. So what is doubt here? This step, how this step came?
No, sir, that I understood. The next step, what is going to do next?
Here for this
one. Yes, sir. After that step.
Okay. So what is happening here? This is the step, and the next value will come here. Whatever the expression came, this one. So it is correct, right? It will go to here. This 3 power 3 will come to here, multiplied with.
So that I understood. Now little bit further.
Okay.
The next step. Yeah, next step he took 1 by log to the base 3 of p. That I understand.
Here, how this came?
Yes,
How
sir.
1 by? Okay.
That is property.
So
That is
this is one
property of log.
property of log. Like this, if this, suppose this is happening A to B, this is equal to 1 by log B to A. This is a property of log. And how it's coming, you can check that if you assume A to B is equal to X. Okay, assume we are trying to get this one. Okay, assume this is equal to X. So it means this is AX is equal to B. Okay, now take log with base A. This is okay. This is now take log with base B. As here, this log with base A. Here, now take log with base E. If you take log base with BE, it will become AX is equal to log base B. Argument is B here. Now this A will go here. That means this is X log B A, and this will become 1, right? Now what will be the X value here? This is 1 upon log base B. This argument is A. So see that this X is exactly saying to be this X. Getting? No?
Okay.
That's why this one is equal to this. Okay.
I have doubts, sir. Activity 5.4.
5.4. Which question number?
2 and 3.
2 and 3. Okay, which of the
Question number
following
2 and
are
3.
true about fx? X-intercept, Y-intercept. Just use definition X-intercept. What is the X-intercept? You need to find the roots of this. And what is Y-intercept? Put 0.
X-intercept, I cannot find it. That's why.
What is Y-intercept? Sorry, X-intercept.
X-intercept. Yes, sir.
So this is 3 minus 2x, okay? Sorry, 2 power x minus 32.
Yes, sir.
So Y-intercept means I want to find
32.
the root of this. Now how
Yes,
to
sir.
solve this expression? Just take log with base 2. It will
Without
help
log,
because
that is not possible, sir.
what is for this is for 5.4, right? Okay.
But
Without
in
log
this
will also
question,
possible. Without log is also
okay,
possible.
with log that is done, but without log I can try it without logs, but cannot find it.
Yeah. So without log can also be done, right? This you can make it this side, right?
Yeah.
This
Okay,
is
2 to the
32.
5.
32. 2 raised to 5 is 32.
And this is 5.
Yeah.
And you know that exponential is an 1 function. So this is exponential with 2 power. This is exponential function with this one, right? 2 power x. So this is 1 function.
Okay,
means
sir, done, sir.
this x is equal to 5.
5, 0, 5, 0.
5, 0. So x-intercept is 5, 0.
Okay, then third number question also, okay, without log, that is possible.
Yeah, without, because this lecture is
No,
for
no, no,
without.
no.
Which question number?
This question not.
Sir, this is
Third
correct
number
or wrong?
question,
Even
that
I
is not
have that.
required.
Okay. So finding the incorrect
Okay,
option
that is
first.
not
This is
required.
there.
Because I checked in Despos also.
Yes.
Okay, so which option? Like which option have problem?
Yes, sir.
Here, can you check the answer? That is wrong, and the other one
Second.
is correct. I felt like that.
Okay, let me see that. Question number this 3, and
Yeah.
finding to be the incorrect. So 8 to the power minus x is a decreasing function. For the first
yeah.
option is this.
Okay,
Second one
then
is
it is
fx.
correct, sir. Reading question is very much
So yeah, I'm
problem.
making it here incorrect because of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes because of this incorrect word, I used to be confused.
Yeah, even I got it.
that is happened, sir, with me.
Okay, so anyone have
Activity 5.5.
okay.
Sir,
Okay, you can continue. What's the
So this question is correct, na?
practice assignment 10th question.
Sir, in question number 1.
In this question.
Yes, in this question, when I put all the value in this given expression, but answer not comes, sir.
So this is calculator here we uses, right?
Yes, sir, direct put value, but my answer come another. But in this question, give another answer.
No, that will come 1102.5. Last option will be the correct one. I got it.
Yeah, actually, please check with your like whatever, because here is only substituting value, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I substitute, but answer
1
not
plus
comes.
1000 into 1
What
plus
expression
5
you
by
used?
100 the whole
1000
square.
into 1 plus 5 to the power whatever 2 is
Yeah.
here saying.
Yes.
That's all. Maybe in your calculation you made mistake.
Okay, sir.
Maybe you didn't square the this thing. 1.05 you have to square it, then you can multiply.
1 I put it 5.
No, 0.5
1
only,
plus.
no? Divided by 100 is there, no?
5% is
Yeah, percentage only, no? So
0.05.
See, as here
Yeah.
R is the increasing rate per year.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it will
sir.
come.
Rate
Okay.
per year
That's
is given.
okay, sir. Got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
And
Sir, practice assignment 10th question.
this here.
5, yeah.
Which
10th
question number?
10, question number 10.
Okay, this 10. The range of fx and gx
Yeah.
are this and respectively, then find the value of. That means you need to find a range, that's all. In this.
Yeah, but I didn't understand that 5 by 2. It's
So let's find that. Okay, what is the range for fx you are getting?
range of fx I got.
So asking for range of fx, okay, and gx. What is the
Yeah,
range?
that is okay. First, 9th question was okay. We can do it directly, but
no,
the 10th one is range, you know, range. It will be-
Range, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So for asking for range of fx and gx. So what will the range for fx?
It's like 0 and no, that is 0. 0 to minus
0 can't
infinity.
be the answer.
0 will not come, right? Because 0
Yeah,
is
0 can't
open
be the
bracket. Yeah, 0 won't come.
because denominator
Other than
x is
0.
0.
Other
then
than
whole
0
question
are
is-
a real line other than 0.
Actually, see, I am telling you what is the process like. So if you want to check, let's check this is equal to, see, you want to check what is the range. You know somewhat, okay, what is the range? Let's say fx is 5x plus 9 something. Let me see that upon 2x. So let's say this is a real number which is not no, sorry, not equal to 0. Assume to be any real number.
Any real number.
Sorry.
Sorry, sir. This is
I actually see, I am trying any real number is becoming in the range of fx or not. So let's say this is any real number. So it will be in the range of fx will not. That means it should have pre-image. That's all.
okay, sir. Yeah.
Now solve for x. If you are able to get a value for x, that means a will be in the range. That means a is, I am assuming, any real number. So it will then you can decide that range will come to be according that, right?
Okay.
That's the process. That's the very useful process to check this. Let's do that. Okay. So
Okay,
it will
can you do
be
it for me?
5x plus 9 is equal to, it will be 2ax.
2ax, yeah.
Now make it here. This is x will be common and this is 5 minus 2a.
Yeah.
And this is equal to minus 9.
Minus 9.
Now what will be x is equal to minus 9 to the power
Minus
5
9.
minus
Yeah.
2a.
2a.
Now the problem with whatever the if you a is put, if you substitute here 5 by 2, then it is the problem.
Yeah. Then
so
then
means
it will
I
become
have to
0.
remove only the 5 by 2 thing.
5 by 2
And
from
rest
there.
all R will help to find the real.
Find the real. Okay, sir, I understood. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, that's the this is a very good thing.
Way to find the range. Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, practice assignment question number 6. Doubt.
Question number 6 here. Okay, this is on the composition, right? Oh, okay, this is for compound interest. Okay, something. So actually, solution is given step by step. So what's the doubt here for in the solution also? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what's
Yes,
doubt
sir.
here? Like it is the only putting the formula and finding y, ma, mb.
That's strictly increasing one. 1 to 1 and strictly increasing function. How to find it?
Here ma strictly increasing. This one.
Yes, yes.
Okay. See the ma. This is exponential, right? This p is greater than 0. Okay. Let me see that here. This one. Clearly max. Okay, and mby. So max is what? Max is here. So
P
see
into
this is exponential. This is an exponential, right?
okay.
So an exponential function is increasing. In the video, sir, I have told, right?
Yes, yes.
For any exponential e to the power or maybe any a to the power x, for a greater than 1, you can say this is increasing.
Okay.
So check here that this is a greater than 1, it's happening, and e to the power x is like some real value which is greater than 1. So it is increasing. Similarly for here, this is an exponential, that's why it's happening. This is greater than 1. For the case greater than 1, you will take case greater than 1.
Okay, yes.
As here is greater than 1, so it will be increasing.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so if there is no question, we can end the session. If you have, or if you have, then
Sir, activity 5.3, question number 2. Option C.
3, question number 2, 5.3, question number 2.
In option 3, sir.
Oh, just now I discussed this.
Yes, sir, you discussed.
Yeah, just now.
That is discussed.
This way, sir. So question number 2.
Oh, this one.
Yes, sir. In
this
option
which are
C.
correct.
Which are correct.
I know second is a correct, but third is a how? Third is correct, sir.
Okay. Let's see that. Is it correct?
Option is correct.
That is 9
To the
here.
power 5 into 9 to the power 3 is equal to 3 to the power
3 is
11.
3 power 6, na? Dear, 3 into 3.
Yeah,
3
you
square.
can make it 3 to the power 9. Oh, okay, 9. Okay.
Square, na? 3 square. 3 power 6.
Sir, add the power.
It will be square.
3,
Oh, sorry.
3 square,
It will be
yeah.
3 square.
So
okay.
it will come 3 raised to 6,
6.
sir. So 3 raised to 5 into 3 raised to 6, 3 raised to 11.
Yeah, it will come like 3 to the power 5 plus 9 to the power 3 something.
3. 9 power 3.
9 power 3. So 3 power 5 into 3. This is a square.
Whole cube.
Okay, sir. Yeah, okay.
Now if you add these two, which is 11.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Sir, activity question 6.1. Question number 3.
6.1.
Question number 3.
Domain of this one.
Yes.
So yeah, in starting I told you, I'm just giving as a hint. You will also do that. Let's or otherwise, yeah, it is a good question to discuss again how to find the domain. So can you tell me what is the question here? If you are looking that, I made it here. Log base 10. Okay.
Log base 10 into log base 10x to the power x square 2 minus 8 log base 10x plus 15.
Okay, slowly. Okay, minus 8
log base 10x
minus 15
yes
plus 15
plus 15.
So I want domain of this function. Again, this argument should be greater than strictly 0. The first
Yes.
condition.
Yes.
So, getting domain. That means this log base 10x whole square minus 8 log base 10x plus 15 should greater than 0, this whole.
Okay.
Now, when this will greater than 0, we need to factorize. So if you see that this is very similar to this one, right? This is one. So you can assume this is y inside y. So this will become y minus 8y plus 15. This should greater than 0. Assume this is y. Now, if you factorize it, it will tell if you factorize it, it will be very easy to determine where it will be positive or negative.
So sir, I factorized it, but I got x greater than 10 to the power 3 and x greater than 10 to the power 5. But in the option, there is 0 to 10 to the power 3 union 10 to the power 5 to infinity. I didn't understand that because I got x greater than 10 to the power 3.
X greater than 10 to the power
3.
But
there the option was given this one, third one. Yes.
This one.
Yeah.
So you maybe you made like sign, maybe you made like this somewhere because of that's happening. Or otherwise, if whatever you are getting, okay.
Yes.
Just take value from your domain and put in that. Is it possible? So please, you can check, right? You can check yourself. Okay, yourself, is it correct or not? So take some value or put in that and check that you are getting positive or negative, then it will give value, right? Domain, it will become in domain. So otherwise, that means if you are not getting positive, that means you are wrong.
Okay.
Okay. So please check in the calculation. You can easily verify yourself.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. I have a basic question, sir. Shall I ask? It is very basic question.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir, actually, I'm seeing about this relation and function and surjective function, injective function. So, difference between this thing, your relation and a function. In up to fourth week, I have one idea. Presently, in fifth session, that is totally became wrong. Can you explain it again, sir?
So
what
was
domain and range? In domain and range in relation, it can be at any possible ways. Whereas in function, all the domain people should be related to the range, some or the other. And in injective, that all the domain people required to be mapped to range, at least exactly one output. Then it is injective. So suddenly now injective function only we are taking in week 5.
No, not exactive. That means, see, the differences is if there is a function, if you are saying this is a function, that means it should well defined, means let me tell you with the example. If suppose this is domain, okay, this is domain. So if you are saying this relation, whatever this set and this set, and mapping is like this, let's say this one and this one. If such case is happening, then it is not a function. To make a function, it should always will be like, it will give the unique output. It will not give two output. It will give unique output.
Sir, but unique output,
it can be happen.
It is only in the injective function they told. Previously, this is also a function where domain is totally mapped to B as per first drawing. It is not injective, but it is a function.
It is a function, but it is not injective, means not 1 1, because it gave two different input, you gave the same output.
Yeah, sir. So
Money one.
presently, when I am seeing in fifth videos, there it is given x is equal to y square. There is a parabola in that thing, and they have made a vertical line, and they told that it is pointing 2 points. So they told that it is not a function.
I get your question.
Changing y-axis. It's explained there. Changing y-axis. Changing the x-axis. Switching the axis.
Switching the, so for getting the inverse, that for that he told, if I want to.
No, sir. There is a parabola. They have made a on y-axis. They made a parabola instead of
Like
an
this.
x-axis.
No.
Yeah, like that they made, and they made a vertical line, and it is meeting at 2 points, so that it is not a function.
Yeah, actually it is not a function.
But above drawing, you are saying in that Venn diagram that A and B is matching. A people are meeting only one person in B, so it is a function only, na?
It is a function. This is a function. So it is
Sir,
not a function. Let me tell you.
In this graph, x is only one value. See, but we are getting y is only one value.
See,
two different y values. Two different y
and two
values.
y values. That's not
That is-
allowed for the function.
That means it fails the vertical line test.
Yes, this is a relation, but it won't become a function.
Output should be 1.
So see that here two output you are getting. This is x. Suppose x is equal to a. For x is equal to a, are you getting a value here and a value here, which are different. Let's back to the map of in the set form. What is happening? Suppose this is a relation. Let's say this is. So what is happening? Suppose this is a here. So suppose this is b and this c. So this is b, this is. So what happening here? A gives b value here also. See that, and a gives c value here.
Yes, sir.
Two different values.
So this is not a function. This is just
So
a
x
relation.
is right. X is a domain now. Then it is okay. I have only that problem that x. I didn't thought x is in a domain.
X is not in domain. No, is it
Sir,
clear?
in that circle A, all the x values will be there, na? X coordinate values will be there.
In this circle, x values is here. Yeah, and this is
Yeah,
the y value.
that is only the my confusion.
Okay.
Now it is clear. Okay. Thank you.
Sir, can you please explain one thing? Sir, there is a question, sir. Minus log base 4 x plus 1. Can you please grab this?
Just 1 minute. Deepthi have raised, just one. Deepthi and Ritik.
Yes, sir, ma'am. Ritik.
Oh, Ritik, you are okay.
Sir, my doubt got cleared. You told me though. That's thank you,
So
sir.
Ritik, yeah, you can continue.
Sir, minus log base 4.
Minus log base 4.
Of x plus 1.
X plus 1.
Sir, another one is log base 1 by 4.
1 by 4.
Of minus x plus 1.
Minus x plus 1.
Yes, sir.
So what
sir,
is
actually, sir, my problem is, sir, I couldn't understand the which side it reflects in logarithm, sir. And when you add something, yes, sir.
Reflect means what? Means in graph or what?
Sir, according to x-axis or y-axis, like that.
Okay. Okay, so see, the graph of this one will be what? This is again it is greater than 1 means this will be, but here is a head minus, so graph will be this one with the shifted x plus 1 means here suppose 1, so somewhere will be, it will shift it to 1 here, but it is negative first. So what it mean that the value whatever you are getting here, it will give here, so it will be like this. So graph of this one is this one, right? Whatever you are getting positive, it will bigger number. What I did, I made first the graph of without sign, and then I with the sign. See, you are getting minus here, means you are will we reach here, means that's the mean of bigger number. The graph will be the minus will be this one.
Sir, but the graph is not like this in explanation while it was
What is
explained
that?
in videos.
Okay, okay.
So
Then
it,
I am making mistake. Let's see that. Okay, what is that? Just 1 minute. Let me check on minus log with base 4
4 of x plus 1.
x plus 1. Okay. Oh. 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 Sorry.
Sir, while it was shifting plus 1, sir, why it is moving towards the origin, sir? I couldn't understand that, sir.
Yeah. Actually, let me tell you. Okay. Oh, I made here mistake. Okay, it will be. Let's see that why it's happening. Okay, here is. See, if you put here my 1. Sorry, if you put here 0, what you will get? Why it's shifting means at 0 at sorry, you know that log
Yes, sir.
a to the x. If you put x is equal to 1, what is the value here? 0,
0,
right?
sir. Yes,
Now
sir.
come to here. If you put here 0, what will be the value?
Okay, sir. 0, 0.
0. So that means it will shift here, right? It is before
Okay,
it
sir.
was here, but it will shift.
Okay.
That's why. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Now I got it. So next one, please.
Okay. So if no one have doubt, we can end the session now. Okay. So I'm ending the session. Thank you
Sir,
so
sir,
much.
sir, there is another question, sir. There was another question.
Which
Sir, that
question?
log base, sir, that log base 1 by 4. Another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, if you have problem with the shifting, if you put here 0, that means it keeps 0. So again, it will pass through 0. Now the problem with this is less than 1. So what's
Yes, sir.
happening here? Before that, it was normally when this one is greater than 1, this is like this. But when it is less than 1, what will be? See, then you can compare with the e power or a power x. If graph when a is greater than 1, the graph is this one. When a is like this, so how the graph will be like? If
Sir,
you substitute the number,
it will reflect y equals to x alone.
and if you substitute a smaller number, it will give a bigger number. Just 1 minute. Let me see that. See that what is the thing is, while putting the number, you can guess what is the graph. Now let me erase it here. Now your a is in between. Okay. Now
Yes, sir.
if you substitute here bigger number, means x here bigger number, it give very smaller, very close to 0. So how the graph will be? That means very close to 0 means it will give like this. If your bigger number means it is very close to 0. Okay. Now if you put negative value, it will increase. Increase means this side will be greater. So the graph of a to the power x, when the case is this one, it will be like this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now the graph of the case is here our 1 by 4. Okay. Log 1 by 4 with the base minus x plus 1, whatever the thing is there. First we draw with the minus. Okay. First we will draw with this one x. So what will be? It will be symmetric about, this is the inverse of a to the power x. So it will be symmetric about this one. So what is the symmetricity about? What will the symmetricity? It is like, will we go like this?
Sir, can you please check in Desmos?
Zero.
1/4, sir. Yeah.
Fine.
0.25.
This will come. With minus this one. So if you remove this one, I'm removing normal x is there. So symmetrically means going to be like this. So when I make a mistake, this one like this, that means this one like this. This will come. Now if minus is there, so it will be changed to be this side. Put here minus. Now it will be changed to this side, left side. And now if you add plus 1 means shift to.
Okay, for this x minus x, sir, it will reflect along y axis, right?
It will reflect about along y axis. Yeah.
Okay,
put
sir.
Here
And it will shift upwards, right? Plus what plus 1.
If you add plus 1 means what's happening, it will be go
Sir,
to
0,
this
sir.
side, 0 side, like putting 0 can decide. Now what will be the 0? If you put here 0, it will give 0. That means this side will come. So it will be like before that it was this one with the minus. Now if you added plus 1 means it will shift to here.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Now we can end the session.
Yes, Shubham, one request.
Yeah.
Actually, we need a little more support in maths. Actually, in CT, they are supporting like through Telegram. In Google Meets, they are conducting some sessions. I think you are aware, no? Extra sessions. Extra sessions they are conducting in Google Meets. Through Telegram, they are communicating. Like whenever the instructors are free, just they are on the day itself, they will say, I'm free from 5 to 6 or 7 to 7, like that. Maybe 1 hour or 2 hours during their free time. Whenever the instructor is free, not only one, among the team, whenever anyone is free, just they are telling and they are coming to the meeting and helping the students who are weaker in the subjects.
Okay.
So especially this maths is also becoming tougher. I think week 6
Yeah,
looks
logarithmic function and all is very.
yeah. So as having mathematical background
And one-
also, I'm facing
and one more
difficulties. So few
advice I
students
need.
are from non-mathematical background also. So it's better if your team supports that way. In addition to these Zoom meetings, it's really helpful.
Okay, as in CT it's happening.
Yes, yes, yes. They helped us during week
During
1
that,
till
yeah.
week 4.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's not possible to contact you guys personally, right? Whenever this Zoom meeting is there, then only you have to come. Some people, these time slots are convenient for some people or may not be convenient.
Yeah,
But if you conduct those sessions, Google Meet sessions weekly, at least alternate day or any time, whenever the instructors are free or comfortable, it's easy for the students to clear the doubts.
One or the other session they can attend, sir.
Yes, true.
This means one we are missing means we can watch it in the YouTube, but we cannot clear our doubts.
See, this week 6 really looking tough. Week
Yeah,
5 is
it's
comfortable.
tough.
Week 6 is looks like really tough.
Sir, is it good to take 4 subjects together or 2 this term and 2 the next term?
This depends on your strength. Like if you are able to handle with the 4 subjects, it is depend you can decide, like your capacity will tell itself that okay, I can handle 4 or I can handle 2. So, better to be if you like non mathematical background, so you can take 2 courses for the like math and stat. Next is CT or making or math and CT, and next time is stat and English kind of. So it's depend on you how it's saying, like if you are able to handle all 4, okay, or if you are able to handle 3, like leaving math and stat, CT and English, so it's you can do with that, and math is alone. next term you can take math 1, math 2, kind of very similar.
Okay, we can take the other subject with this first term subject.
Whatever the, see, I am saying to be whatever the like restriction given, according to that, like you are able to shift or you are able to take as the recommended, like for
Yeah,
the
I can
math,
take
like
4
maths
subjects,
2.
but it's like a hectic schedule for me then.
It's okay now. If you take 4, it will be finished into 1.5 months. That is also good if you have time.
If I am thinking like that, but for me, being a housewife, and my husband is always far from home. Last month also I struggled a lot with the kids' issues.
Okay. That's depend on your strength.
Shubhamji.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Shubhamji.
Yeah.
Just related to I'm taking your time. Is it necessary to take math first, then afterwards CT, or it will do anyway? As you told that math 1, math 2 we can take together. So
No. I'm not saying math 1, math 2 together. Please go with the restriction given. You cannot take, actually for maths 2 you need maths 1. I just given an example, like
okay, I understand that. But it is not necessary or mandatory rather to learn stat or CT to clear the math 1 first.
No, I heard a restriction like that. If you completed math 1, then only you are allowed to take
No,
math
you are
2.
allowed, but is it necessary to understand? That is what I'm telling.
No, math is totally independent.
Okay.
Stat is somewhat dependent. Math is, math is a language of science, you can say. So it is an independent. You will learn one. It will not, there is, you see, till here you have seen there is no use of CT or stat. Yeah, stat and CT can use maths term, but math is an independent. That's the...
So it is better to take math first.
Yeah, it's depend on you. Yeah, if you want to take maths 1, you can take first math.
Okay, thank you.
It's depend on your strength, totally on your strength, if you can handle or not.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm having one doubt. So this is for qualified students, right? And this video.
This session, yeah, this is math 1. Session for the qualifier. Now it's qualifying exam is over now.
Yeah. So for non-qualified students for Jan 22.
Non-qualifying, like you will the next
what should we
when the
do?
result will come, then whatever the operation team will decide. That's the thing. If you are allowed to come in session or not, that's the operation team will decide, right? Totally.
Okay.
Later you will know that, okay, I will in qualify or out. Okay, I qualified, then I will be in coming live session or not. So totally
no, the result is already out. They can see it on the dashboard, no?
Yes. Yesterday onwards. Yeah.
So for you can reappear on in March. I think March 13th.
March 13th.
Yeah. So we
Yes.
have to submit week 1, week 2, week 2, week 3, week 4 assignments, or else we can continue from week 5 itself.
No, you can. You will not be able to access these Zoom meetings and all. You can watch on YouTube if you want. And you need not submit any assignments. You just go through 1 to 4 and rewrite the exam on March 13, and then you will be admitted to the May term.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever the discussion, can we end the session now? And yeah,
So-
I will whatever the concerns you gave, like about what's happening in city, I will ask to the team for that.
One general query. Extra sessions.
Okay.
Please,
Okay. I will ask
with your team.
our team. Yeah. Okay. Maths team. Then.
We really need the support, maths.
Okay. Fine.
Till week 5, there is no thought, but when we came to week 6, it's needed. It looks like it's needed.
Okay. I will ask to the team. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you so much to join. Let's end the session.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.